Woohoo! All right, folks, gather around. It's that time again. We're cracking open a fresh piece of retro gaming tech, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stoked about this one. The Retroid Pocket Mini's been making waves, and I've been itching to get my hands on it. So, here we are, box in hand, and I'm feeling like a kid on Christmas morning. You know that tingle you get when you're about to unbox something you've been drooling over for weeks? Yeah, that's me right now. This little powerhouse has been the talk of the town in our retro gaming circles. I mean, have you seen the specs on this thing? It's like they crammed a beast of a machine into a pocket-sized package. Let's rip this box open and see what's what. I'm dying to fire this baby up and put it through its paces. Will it live up to the hype? Can it really handle all those systems they claim it can? Well, we're about to find out, and I'm taking you all along for the ride. Grab a drink, get comfy, and let's see if the Retroid Pocket Mini is all it's cracked up to be. I've got a feeling we're in for a treat, but hey, you never know until you try, right? Let's do this! If you're as excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. Specifications. At the heart of this compact marvel lies the Snapdragon 865 CPU, paired with an Adreno 650 GPU. This combination promises smooth performance across a wide range of emulated systems, potentially pushing the boundaries of what we expect from a device this size. The star of the show is undoubtedly the 3.7 AMOLED Touch display. Boasting a resolution of 1280 by 960 at 60 FPS, this screen should deliver crisp visuals with vibrant colors that truly pop. It's refreshing to see AMOLED technology in this form factor, as it could significantly enhance the visual experience for classic games. Under the hood, the Retroid Pocket Mini doesn't skimp on modern amenities. With 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, multitasking and game storage shouldn't be an issue. The device runs on Android 10, offering a familiar and customizable interface for those who like to tinker. Power users will appreciate the inclusion of Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1, ensuring fast connectivity for online features and wireless accessories. The 4000 mAh battery should provide ample playtime, though real-world performance remains to be seen given the powerful internals. Physical controls are crucial for any gaming handheld, and the Retroid Pocket Mini seems to deliver. The addition of analog L2R2 triggers is a welcome touch for more complex emulation setups. Perhaps most exciting is the inclusion of Hall effect joysticks, which should provide precise input and enhanced durability compared to traditional analog sticks. Rounding out the package are some quality-of-life features that shouldn't be overlooked. USB-C charging brings the device in line with modern standards, while the inclusion of a 3.5mm headphone jack will please audio purists who prefer wired solutions. Design and build quality. The Retroid Pocket Mini arrives in its black variant, presenting a sleek and professional aesthetic. Upon initial handling, the device's weight is notably lighter than anticipated, which could impact portability and extended gaming sessions. Design-wise, the Mini incorporates an ergonomic bump on the rear. While subtle, this feature contributes to the overall grip. The build quality shows a clear distinction between materials, with decent plastic on the back and a glass panel on the front, lending a more premium feel to the device. It's worth noting the screen's bezel situation. Retroid's marketing claims a bezel-less display, but closer inspection reveals a significant gap around the screen. This becomes more apparent when the device is powered on, showing a noticeable line. The all-black color scheme does an effective job of masking this discrepancy when the screen is off. Ergonomically, the Retroid Pocket Mini demonstrates improvement over its predecessors. Despite its compact size, the grip feels more substantial and comfortable. The build quality avoids the hollow plastic sensation often associated with devices in this category, instead offering a solid feel in hand. These initial observations provide a baseline for the device's physical characteristics. As with any handheld, long-term usage will be the true test of its design choices and build quality. The Retroid Pocket Mini's form factor and construction suggest a focus on portability without compromising on tactile feedback, but potential buyers should be aware of the bezel situation when considering this device. Controls and ergonomics? The device features excellent triggers with superb tension. The triggers offer a very soft, gentle click and respond well, even when pressed at the edges. The usual Retroid D-pad is present, and as always, it's a delight to use. The D-pad has been a consistent strong point in Retroid devices, and this one is no exception. The joysticks are well recessed, making the device more pocketable without sacrificing functionality. Initially, there was a concern about whether traditional Switch joysticks would be better suited for a device of this size, but Retroid's design choice proves effective. The start and select buttons have a nice, soft click, as do the home and back buttons. The device also includes a video output via the USB-C port, which serves for charging, on-the-go use, and video output, a feature we'll discuss in more detail later. A quick shake test reveals that the device is completely silent with no internal rattling, indicating solid build quality. Front-end UX experience. So, you're diving into the world of Android retro handhelds? The Retroid Pocket Mini's got your back. Trust me, I've been through the setup dance with countless devices, and this one's a breeze. First boot, and you're not left scratching your head. The custom setup is like having a friendly tech buddy guiding you through. In a matter of minutes, seriously, we're talking less time than it takes to microwave a burrito, you're all set and ready to game. Go Retroid's been nailing this user-friendly vibe for ages now. It's refreshing, you know? You crack open the box, and boom, preloaded emulators are waiting for you. No need to go on a wild goose chase across sketchy websites. Just slap in an SD card with your ROMs, legally acquired, wink wink, punch in your Google credentials, and you're golden. Oh, and get this, they actually ask what you prefer. You want that slick Nintendo Switch-esque launcher from Retroid? Or are you more of an Android purist? Your call. Personally, I'm all about that Retroid launcher. It turns your device into this clean, no-nonsense game library. But hey, if you need to hop into regular Android for whatever reason, it's just a button press away. Look, I've seen my fair share of clunky interfaces and nightmare setups. This is the opposite. It's clean, it's straightforward, and it doesn't make my eyes bleed. Honestly, other manufacturers could learn a thing or two from Retroid's playbook. Bottom line, if you're new to this scene, Retroid's approach is like a warm welcome. No tech degree required, just plug and play. It's the kind of user experience that makes you wonder why every handheld doesn't do it this way. Display. Now, let's talk about the crown jewel, the AMOLED screen. One of the standout features of an AMOLED display is its ability to turn off pixels individually, resulting in true blacks and exceptional contrast. Adjusting the brightness, the screen gets exceptionally bright, more than adequate for any lighting condition, and can dim down to very low levels for comfortable use in dark environments. Comparing it to the screen on the Odin 2 Mini, which has some gradient hue and vignetting issues, the Retroid Pocket Mini's display is superior. There's no sign of gradient haze, and the colors are vibrant and well-balanced without appearing oversaturated. We conducted some media tests using random videos from YouTube, and the color reproduction and picture rendering were impressive. The blacks are deep, and the overall visual experience is exceptional, especially considering the device's size. However, it's worth noting that despite the marketing claims of a bezel-less screen, there's a significant bezel present. While the black color scheme helps hide this, it becomes noticeable upon closer inspection. Additionally, there's a sentiment that the screen might be too small, especially when considering that the body could accommodate a larger display, potentially up to 4 inches. Audio and speakers. The device features front-facing speaker grills, which is a significant advantage over bottom-facing speakers found in some other models. In a direct audio comparison with the Retroid Pocket 2S, the Mini's sound is louder and benefits from the front-facing design. However, the 2S seems to have larger sound holes and possibly bigger drivers, resulting in a wider sound spread and potentially better audio quality overall. Nevertheless, the Mini's audio performance is respectable. The speakers produce clear sound without any noticeable distortion, and the front-facing orientation enhances the gaming and media experience. Performance and emulation. The Retroid Pocket Mini is a testament to how far portable gaming technology has come. Packing a Snapdragon 865 CPU, 6 GB of RAM, and a capable GPU into a pocket-sized device is genuinely impressive. This Android-based handheld opens up a world of possibilities, from emulation to cloud streaming and native Android gaming. However, its true strength lies in its retro gaming capabilities. While the device can handle cloud streaming and Android games, the 3.7 inches 4:3 display isn't ideal for content designed for larger screens. In my extensive testing, I found myself gravitating towards retro titles, with GameCube being the most recent console I regularly emulated. The Retroid Pocket Mini's performance is noteworthy. It handles GameCube games remarkably well, maintaining smooth frame rates for most titles. There are occasional dips in more demanding games, but the overall experience remains solid. Dreamcast emulation is equally impressive, and the device's form factor lends itself well to extended gaming sessions. Surprisingly, I found myself spending the most time with PlayStation 1 games. The combination of 4x upscaling, ergonomic design, and the device's premium build quality made revisiting PS1 classics an unexpected pleasure. The handheld also excels at emulating Game Boy, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, NES, and SNES, as expected given their lower processing requirements. PSP emulation is fluid, but the small display makes games feel cramped, especially with the necessary borders. PlayStation 2 emulation is a mixed bag. While many PS2 games run well, pushing the device to its limits with graphically intensive titles results in noticeable frame rate drops. It's worth noting that the manufacturer's claims about PS2 emulation capabilities might be somewhat optimistic for the entire library. The Retroid Pocket Mini's 5-hour battery life is respectable, though it can drain quickly during intense gaming sessions. The device's build quality is excellent, contributing to a premium feel that justifies its price point to some extent. However, it's crucial to consider whether this level of power is necessary in such a compact form factor. While GameCube emulation on a pocket-sized device is impressive, the small screen can make some games feel cramped. For my usage, I found myself primarily emulating PlayStation 1, Dreamcast, and occasionally GameCube games tasks that can be accomplished by less expensive devices. At $199, the Retroid Pocket Mini represents a significant investment. For those specifically seeking high-performance GameCube emulation in a ultra-portable package, it's a solid choice. However, if your primary focus is on older systems, there are more cost-effective options available that can provide similar experiences. The Retroid Pocket Mini's emulation capabilities are impressive, but it's important to approach its performance claims with a critical eye. While the device handles many PlayStation 2 titles like God of War and Burnout 3 at 2x resolution with commendable smoothness, it's crucial to understand its limitations. From extensive testing, I can confidently say that not every PS2 game runs flawlessly. Even titles that start strong can hit significant performance issues in later, more demanding stages. PSP and PS Vita emulation fares better. Games like God of War Chains of Olympus run without a hitch, demonstrating the Mini's prowess. More resource-intensive titles maintain stable performance with only occasional audio hiccups or frame rate dips. The device's emulator support is broad, covering Lime 3DS, RetroArch, PSP, Vita 3K, Drastic, and Dolphin. Setting up EtherSX2 requires some effort, but the performance gains make it worthwhile for dedicated users. One standout feature is the AMOLED screen's color reproduction, particularly its handling of blacks during emulation. The deep, rich blacks and vibrant colors enhance the visual experience without veering into oversaturation. This performance is on par with the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, suggesting there might be room for optimization in future updates. The Retroid Pocket Mini showcases the rapid advancements in portable emulation technology, but it's not without its limitations. It's a powerful device that handles a wide range of emulators admirably, yet prospective buyers should temper their expectations, especially regarding high-end PS2 emulation. For retro gaming enthusiasts who understand these trade-offs, the Mini offers a compelling package in a remarkably compact form factor. An exciting, albeit niche, feature is its compatibility with XR and VR glasses. By connecting the device to XR glasses, you can immerse yourself in a virtual environment while enjoying powerful gameplay from PS2, GameCube, and other platforms. The excellent controls and compact form factor make this a unique and compelling use case. Comparison with other devices. When comparing the Retroid Pocket Mini to other devices like the Retroid Pocket 2S and the Anbernic RG Nano, several points stand out. First up, we've got the Retroid Pocket Mini squaring off against its older sibling, the Retroid Pocket 2S. Now, the 2S has been turning heads with its sleek design and ergonomic form factor. It's like the supermodel of handhelds. But here's the kicker. That screen size has been a thorn in its side. Enter the Mini strutting in with its slightly larger, jaw-dropping AMOLED display. It's like going from SD to HD, folks. Performance-wise, the Mini leaves the 2S in the dust. We're talking smooth as butter emulation on PS2 and GameCube, but hold your horses, the 2S isn't going down without a fight. At half the price, it's still the go-to for budget-conscious retro gamers looking to scratch that 16-bit itch. Now, let's shift gears to the Anbernic RG Nano. This little cutie has been turning heads with its quirky square screen. Perfect for those Game Boy feels. But when the Mini enters the ring, it's like bringing a bazooka to a water gun fight. Sure, the Nano's got charm and portability in spades, but the Mini's beefed-up controls, superior screen, and turbocharged performance make it the heavyweight champ in this matchup. Last but not least, we've got the Clash of the Titans Retroid Pocket Mini versus Odin 2 Mini. Now, the Odin 2 Mini has been the darling of the performance-hungry crowd, but here's where things get spicy. The Mini's screen quality is like comparing a masterpiece to a rough sketch. Those gradient hue and vignetting issues on the Odin 2 Mini, the Mini says, "Not in my house." However, don't count the Odin 2 Mini out just yet. It might still have an ace up its sleeve when it comes to raw horsepower in certain scenarios. So there you have it, folks. A smackdown of pocket-sized proportions. Each of these little warriors brings something unique to the table, but the Retroid Pocket Mini is definitely throwing down the gauntlet. It's not just playing the game, it's changing it. Conclusion. The retro handheld market is evolving rapidly, and GoRetroid's latest offering, the Retroid Pocket Mini, exemplifies both the triumphs and challenges of this competitive space. With its premium build quality and impressive horsepower, the Mini positions itself as a high-end option for retro gaming enthusiasts. However, its placement in the market raises some intriguing questions about pricing strategy and target audience. Let's start with the positives. The Retroid Pocket Mini boasts significant physical upgrades that elevate it above its predecessors. The build quality screams premium with ergonomics that make extended gaming sessions a joy. Under the hood, it packs enough punch to handle most retro consoles with ease, pushing emulation capabilities up to the GameCube era. But herein lies the conundrum. At its $199 price point, the Mini finds itself in an awkward position. It's undoubtedly powerful, but it falls short of PS2 emulation, a benchmark that many consumers will be eyeing at this price tier. This limitation becomes more apparent when you consider that the Retroid Pocket 5, priced just $20 higher, offers a larger screen, more RAM, and superior performance for those demanding GameCube, PSP, and PS2 titles. The timing of this release is curious. It's possible that GoRetroid, stung by past criticism for rapidly obsoleting their own products, felt compelled to launch the Mini alongside its more capable sibling. While this approach avoids alienating early adopters, it inadvertently creates a situation where the Mini's value proposition is immediately challenged by its own stablemate. Here's where I believe GoRetroid may have missed an opportunity. Imagine a version of the Retroid Pocket Mini priced at $119 or $149. Strip back some of the raw power, but retain those exquisite physical upgrades and ergonomics. Focus on delivering flawless emulation up to the Dreamcast, PS1, and N64 era. This hypothetical device would present a compelling upgrade path for Retroid Pocket 2S owners while carving out a distinct niche in the market. Such a strategy could have positioned the Mini as the definitive small form factor retro handheld. At a lower price point, it would become an irresistible option for those who prioritize portability and build quality over bleeding-edge emulation capabilities. This approach leaves room for consumers to invest in a larger, more powerful device for modern handheld gaming without feeling like they're duplicating functionality. Don't misunderstand, the Retroid Pocket Mini as it exists is an engineering marvel. GoRetroid should be immensely proud of what they've achieved. For users seeking a compact yet powerful 3.7 inches device, it will not disappoint. However, I can't shake the feeling that by aiming for the middle ground between ultra-portable and powerhouse, they've created a product that risks being overshadowed by its own sibling. In an ideal world, I envision a $120 retro handheld that absolutely nails emulation up to the Dreamcast era, wrapped in a package as refined as the Mini. Such a device would be a long-term investment, allowing enthusiasts to confidently explore vast retro libraries without feeling the constant pressure to upgrade. The saved funds could then be directed towards a more capable handheld gaming PC for modern titles and high-end emulation. The Retroid Pocket Mini is, without doubt, an impressive piece of hardware. But in the cutthroat world of retro handhelds, sometimes less can be more. Go Retroid has proven they have the engineering chops to create exceptional devices. Now it's a matter of finding that sweet spot where technology and market demand align perfectly. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down below letting us know your thoughts, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. See you in the next one.